Politics as usual. I took my
Welcome back to Politics as Usual, episode 5, right?
Yeah, we're on 5. Yeah, we're on 5. We'll keep up. Yeah.
It's episode 5. I'm one of your hosts, AJ. With me, as always, is Ronnie. And in the building with us is my brother, who I've mentioned on several different occasions.
Appreciate them shout outs.
So he's finally in the building with us. I have no idea what the hell we're talking about today.
Do we ever have like a legit topic?
No, we don't. I do want to say we spoke this into existence last week. Dipset is back. More importantly, our boy Nkasa is back. Two Gun Un came through on the outro of the new Diplomatic Ties album.
I gotta ask you, man. I haven't heard the album yet, but it's Hell Real on the album.
Nah, ain't no Hell Real.
Okay, ain't no Hell Real.
No Hell Real.
The Riders on there.
The Riders ain't on there.
No 40 Cal.
That was deep. 40 Cal,
Nah, no
SAS, my
Freaky
nigga SAS out of London.
No, not SAS, not 40 Cal, no Jaja. No. I got my words crossed up. Freaky Zeke came through and did some slick talk at the
He
end
better
of one of
be
the
on
tracks.
Okay.
Freaky Zeke came through
Joel Santana's teeth fixed.
talking that good shit. Yeah, what was the Two Gun Un came through and said with the same color as potato skins.
You know, you got some chives in there. You got some
sour cream
some
seeds.
ranch. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Had to get your man Two Gun Un back. So yeah, it was actually a pretty good album. It's 9 tracks, so it's not a long listen. I wonder what I really want to know what happened to Cameron's voice. He always sounded like he got phlegm in his. Like he got the raspy, the deep raspy voice now.
I haven't. Maybe just because he's old.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just old.
That's smoking them blunts. What they do to you?
Yeah,
make your throat itch.
Yeah, he sound like he got a. But it's good. They're all rapping well. Jim Jones is probably the best rapper I've seen now.
Which is surprising, but well, no, not really, because towards when everybody split off and went solo, like low key, like Jim Jones actually got pretty good.
He had the best album.
Like his solo albums, like he got the best solo albums.
Poem and Diary. Harlem Diary of Summer.
Even that last album, Wasted Talent, is pretty good.
I haven't heard that. The last one I heard is when like you remember like around 2009, 2010, he got like really big, and then he had that
the Vamp Life stuff.
Yeah. Like that was the last album I heard from him, and like he was like really big, and it was like he had that fake Jay-Z dude on there. Do you remember that guy?
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah.
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 See, I stopped fucking with Jim Jones when Max B went to jail. Free Max B.
Free the Wave.
Wave game. Yeah.
Him and Stack Bundles would be huge in today's hip hop.
That Bird Game mixtape.
Oh yeah. M.O.B.
Bird
Game.
Man, still one of the best mixtapes ever.
Yeah.
That Jim Jones that had DJ Drama on it was pretty fire too. Max B was floating all over there.
Yeah, Max B and Stack Bundles will be doing big things. Free the Wave, rest in peace to Stack Bundles. Yeah, Stack will be doing big things right now.
Yeah.
If he hadn't unfortunately been taken away from us. But yeah, the album's good. I like it. The hardest track on there to me is it's called Dipset / The Locks. Which appropriately features Dipset and The Locks.
Might have to open up the closet, pull the bag of jeans and Tim's
I mean, you know what I'm saying? You know,
take it back.
And the do-rag with the cape down.
Get the car hard.
Get you a Pelly and some Tim's.
Nah, you got to get the old Washington Bullets throwback with the American flag bandana,
the oversized fittings that had your ears.
It used to be so big, like where it's like a size 8. They just put it over your ears.
Yeah, I'm sure if I could get into my old Black Planet page, there'd be plenty of pictures of
Ooh, maybe even MySpace.
I think I deleted my MySpace.
You did? We'll check out for you.
Nah, it's deleted.
Nothing on the internet is deleted.
But no, Black Planet is still up and running. I randomly went to Black. I was like, let me see Black Planet.
You was up there picking up chicks.
Nah.
Yeah, because I was in, this is random as hell, but I was in like Dollar General one day, and I was like, and the manager was talking to the cashier. She was like, you have to do this training module. What's your email address? So he said something at Black Planet. And there was a white manager. She just looked at me. She's like, what the hell is? She's like, what? And she's like, you fucking with me, right? He was like, nah, it's
Black Planet, Mi Gente.
And this was
You
a
can get emails in Black Planet?
Yes.
That was like towards the end of its run when we all started going to MySpace.
Yeah.
You could actually set up a Black Planet email address.
Yo, things that die, they always try to find some way to keep.
Hey, look, man, I was talking about this the other day, like with Black Planet. I hated that, like, if a chick didn't have like her area code and her username, you ain't know where the hell she was from.
Yeah.
Because you know they only let you search by state, and you could like filter it by who's most recently active. So you know we lived in Dayton, so you know our area code was 937. So we'd always every page that like looked like that said female in 937, you was clicking on, trying to see. But yeah. Shout out to Black Planet, man.
See, in Bama is much rougher. You might get somebody from Montgomery.
Shout out to Black Planet for all the missions y'all see me on.
Bruh.
For all the fake alarms I used to have to set to get up out of these jams.
Bruh, first time I got Catfish was on Black Planet.
I mean, I probably could have been on Catfish numerous times, numerous episodes.
It really wasn't even Catfish. It was just trusting the description of the pictureless chick.
Always.
Or
the neck up.
I was about to say, that's where England began, man, because like you see like, okay, she cute, and then you see her in person and just
So I was I had to take my little sister to this hair shop, and I walk in, the cashier's just staring at me. I'm like, why is she just staring at me? She ain't say nothing. I like walk out. I get home, I got a message on Black Planet. It's like, hey, you were just in my job. And I've been messaging this chick back and forth. And I was like, ooh. It's like, you definitely neck up. She was wide and all outside from the neck down.
But we're not a body shaming.
No, we're not. I was just, 18-year-old AJ was very shallow.
Yeah, very shallow.
Hey, but being fat is unhealthy, so shout out to the fat girls who got skinny, because y'all are the best women in the world.
He speaks for himself.
No, I'm just saying. Listen, just hear me out. If you ever mess with a girl who used to be fat, and if she's not fat no more, she gonna have the best personality, top 5 personality.
Or the ones that was ugly in high school, the late bloomers.
Top 5.
Oh yeah, late bloomers.
Love the late bloomers. If I had known who was gonna be late bloomer from my high school class, I'd have been trying to talk to a completely different crop of women.
Hey, but most of the time, the bad ones, they look like they look like a bag of nickels now.
Yeah,
fell off like Big Mac toppings.
Had a couple kids.
Oh
They'll
yeah,
lay off the Henny bottle.
The ones that peaked super early.
Yeah.
The ones that looked grown, like
they was
or the
thinking
ones
that
that
they real thick.
the ones that was getting that had the 22-year-old Chester loser ass boyfriend. Yeah.
Like the boyfriend used to come down from college on the weekends.
Or nah, with us it wasn't even niggas in college. It was just a local D-boy.
They was
even
pulling
worse.
up at the school, picking them up.
Yeah,
Like,
low level weed sellers. Like when lame ass niggas was 22 messing with 15-year-olds, you fucking rapist.
Like, I don't get that. Like, and you know, they used to being like from a small town and it was like slim pickings. They used to happen a lot. And I'm just like, dude, like, cause my brother graduated in 03, I'd see. Like when he was, people from his class come to the middle school and scoop up, like, cause our middle school had like a loop you had to come through where you get dropped off and pick up. Of course, we didn't have no cars, so if somebody get picked up, you know, like you could see them. So you see somebody in high school picking up somebody in my class, you're like, dude, come on.
Yeah, man, y'all niggas got to stop that. Talk to women your own age. Word to Huey Fruity. Which, by the way, if you have not go back and watch the Boondocks and just see how ahead of the curve Aaron McGruder was with a lot of the shit that he would like. Some of those Bill Cosby sketches,
man.
Like he was on point with a lot. I went back and watched seasons 1 through 3, and that nigga was prophetic. He predicted a lot.
I still say Tyler Perry got pulled up on me because that's the most disrespectful thing I've ever seen on TV.
What season was
This
that?
motherfucker just turned down the one way the wrong way.
Oh,
somebody almost got killed again.
I didn't mean to interrupt.
This happens like once an
Nah,
episode.
like once an episode, some wild shit happens.
By the way, we want to remind you that we're on the corner and we have open windows.
Yeah, open windows.
Yeah, so We see somebody die at least once an episode. So
Go back and watch the first two, or episode 0 and episode 1 when we were sitting behind where the camera setup is. You'll see what we see.
So wait, if y'all got episode 0, is this episode 4 or 5?
see the reason. Okay, the reason why I set up as episode 0 is because that was kind of like our tester episode.
Yeah,
Okay.
So I put
a
it.
pilot season.
Yeah, we put it out there to see what the reception was gonna be, and if people messed with it, we was like, okay, we're gonna continue with this. And yeah.
So this is technically the 6th time we've recorded, but
Yeah.
I got you.
yeah. Let's discuss Paak's album. Anderson .Paak.
Oh,
Anderson
see,
.Paak.
I don't.
Let me put my Illuminati hat now.
I'm so far gone in the game that if I don't hear a hot verse from you, I'm like the old nigga now that only listen to certain artists and only look forward to certain artist shit coming out. So
Anderson .Paak's album Oxnard came out, highly anticipated after Malibu. 2 years ago, I had Malibu as my #1 album of the year. I probably switched that now.
We were talking about it like a few weeks ago, and we were like, Malibu could actually go on like the all-decade list.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
yeah.
is that good?
It was that. Well, the #1 album I would have had is Ology, just because of how Ology is aged by Gallant. If you've never heard that, go listen.
Please go listen.
Ology by Gallant. And Gallant dropped some music, nigga. Damn. But so Paak's album came out. It's called Oxnard, and if you know anything about me and Paak, I've said for the longest time that I think he's carving out his own genre.
Kind of like Smino.
Except I'm not listening to anybody named Smino.
hey, I'm gonna go listen to Smino just for the simple fact that you wouldn't listen to Big Sean because his name was Big Sean. When I
Smino was
told
fire,
you
though.
that Big Sean was dope, I told you. I said, yo, Drake stole this man's style. I was like, man, listen to Lemonade, listen to Super Lemonade. I'm like, this nigga Big Sean is it. I told you.
And
that
what did I
man
tell
was
you?
it.
What I tell you?
Line after line after line.
Barcode. Come on, man. Come on.
And what did I tell you?
on,
I'm
man.
not listening to him because his name is Big Sean.
But you listen to Big Pun, Big L, Biggie Smalls.
Those dudes was actually big. Pause.
Big L is skinny.
He was tall.
Anyway, back to Anderson .Paak. There's no winning with niggas.
So, Oxnard came out, and like I said, Paak to me was creating his own genre. Malibu was full of,
Oh yeah. Continue, man. All right.
So, I think it was like 6 or 7 tracks were produced by Paak and the Free Nationals on Malibu, which gave it that live band kind of sound. And I noticed on this, they were all outside producers, and I noticed all the rap features, and I was like, and I wasn't feeling the first 2 singles. Was it Bubbling Intense?
Yeah.
I was like, it's too much rapping.
And see, I actually like that When It's Over song that he released through Apple. That was more of his.
Mm-hmm.
That was more of his wheelhouse. I was like, okay, I like this.
Yeah.
That's not on the album.
This album, it's not a bad album. I just don't like it. I don't like it. Because it's too hip-hop for me.
I'm going to say
And
this.
I love hip-hop, but I don't want to hear Anderson .Paak doing a bunch of rapidy rap shit.
Something rare happened with this album. It actually got worse on the second listen.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't like. I went from saying, okay, this album is cool, I like the second half, to I don't like this album at all.
Damn.
And if you like I don't have a Twitter account anymore, but I think I blogged about him. But if you go back, I've been talking about Anderson .Paak for
I thought
the
you were making a
longest.
Twitter album. The Twitter.
I said I might, but I've been talking about him for the longest. And what I really liked about Malibu is like he played drums on a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, Heart Don't Stands the Chance. You know, you hear the drums come in,
Right.
And it sounds like really raw. And with Dre, you know, he produces and mixes everything down to like, you know, just the 10th degree, and something was taken away in that entire process, and it sounds too. It's
too polished.
too polished, too commercial, he took away what makes Anderson .Paak. This sounds like a generic album from anybody.
Yeah.
And I don't like it.
And that's
at all.
not to say that Paak can't rap. He can, but he's not so great of a rapper that I want to hear him rapping on every
Yeah, I like
song.
that's why I like Yes Lord so much, because he was like rapping, but he was doing his rap singing thing. Like,
Right.
like Suede, like that's
Right.
technically a rap song, but he's singing it. So.
Right. Like, well, even on what's that shit? The second track, with BJ the Kid.
Oh yeah.
The Waters.
The Water, yeah.
Even on the Waters, he's rapping, but he's adding his own unique kind of jazzy spin to it, and that to me is what made him so different.
Was you working with a deadline or something?
Who?
No, yeah, forever.
No, yeah, forever to make that.
Oh, this is T coming to
T coming to
what
take,
happened?
coming in to grab the alcohol and
Yeah.
get some ice in that cup.
Yeah. Well, y'all had me ready, huh?
But no,
Don't take
he
it
had
out.
like what,
It's
2 years?
the
to
community
record?
ice. You gotta get your cup and pour it in there. We gave old boy the bag of ice, so you got to.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, where the bag?
Yeah, beat to the
Nah, he
ice.
took the ice.
No, where the bag of cups?
It's just behind.
Well, this free cup right here. Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Ice
yeah.
in there, yeah.
Where that?
You don't kill nobody.
Sorry, we just got all discombobulated. But yeah, it's just that's not what I want to hear from that dude. Like, to me, this sounded like it could have been a generic TDE artist.
Yeah,
album.
anybody.
Like a
Is he
generic
from
Interscope.
TDE?
He's on Interscope.
He's on in.
So he's kind
I don't
of
know
He's on
nothing
Aftermath
about
and
this
Scope.
guy.
So
yeah.
Anderson Paak, who they talking about?
Yeah.
Who was Anderson Paak?
You played 2K18. He had that song with Schoolboy Q. That Am I Wrong? If she can't dance,
yeah.
if she can't ooh, that song.
I'll go check him out. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah.
But I mean, I like Mal. But I thought about this. He's dropped since Venice. You had Venice. Malibu.
Go back way before that as Breezy Love Joy.
I never.
Yeah,
heard,
so
I
that's
never
what I'm
heard Breezy
saying.
Lovejoy.
He dropped 2 mixtapes before then.
I'm talking about of his,
And then as Paak, he dropped Venice, Malibu, Yes Lord.
and I've only liked one of those projects
Oh,
because I didn't like Venice.
okay.
Yes Lord was cool, but there was like it felt rushed.
No, it was
It
like
was too demo-y.
cause no, that's because Knowledge. That's what he does.
Right.
He like just puts out like demo sound and like beats.
Right.
And
It was
they
a lot
They
of
were
demo
kind of just
stuff.
playing around. So that's
Like
why I
when you
took it
get
for what it
to
was.
when you get to like I think it's Khadijah is when
Yeah.
Yes Lord picks up. But yeah, so I've only liked one project from it, and it's crazy because he's so talented. I want him to do better, but you know.
I just want him to like
Shit, dope,
not do whatever he did on his album.
They
So.
look like real best friends.
We're best friends.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Look like the little rappers. Man.
This what we gotta put on with, man.
T wanted to be like the executive producer of this shit and like bring in guests, but you know he ain't done that yet.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to find.
I'm gonna be
that's
too
all
busy
it
cutting
was.
hair and getting on bitches.
Yeah.
Damn, okay.
I'll tell you one thing, it's certainly people walking by and noticing the logo. Maybe we'll
Yeah.
get some.
Yeah, that's why I had the idea
man.
to put the logo on.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So yeah, that was what other albums came out?
I didn't even check for what dropped today.
Oh, what dropped today? Only thing I listened to was
Dipset.
that Dipset album.
What else dropped recently?
Or hell, even last week.
Hey, did y'all shout out to Looker though? This shit is bomb.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Four Roses.
Yeah, Four Roses.
4 Roses, small batch. I ain't spring for the expensive batch. This is
Yeah.
a small batch.
And the cheap ass apple juice.
You got it. Yeah, balance. Yeah.
Hey,
Four Roses and what's this? The Great Value apple juice.
Mm-hmm.
well, since we never discussed sports on here, it's a big college football weekend.
Oh, we could talk about that Tory Lanez versus.
Oh yeah, Tory Lanez joined the Lucas. Yeah, Tory Lanez got that one.
Tory Lanez, yeah, he kind of ate him.
So it is like a beef, or it is just like a fun beef? they
So
doing?
apparently Tory Lanez was on his IG live and he was talking his shit like I sing better than these niggas, I rap better than these niggas, I make better music than these niggas. And someone said, well, what about Joyner Lucas? And he said, I'm better than that nigga. So Joyner Lucas said, pick a beat, let's rap to
When
it.
they was on live arguing with each other, wasn't they?
Yeah, I think,
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
he like hopped on. So he rapped over the Liddy beat, Joyner, which was cool, but he was just doing a bunch of rapidy rap, not saying shit. And then Tory came on.
Hey, Tory Lanez
Liddy
smoked that shit, boy.
Smoked that nigga.
I said, damn, I didn't know you had it in you, boy. I ain't.
See, Tory Lanez is actually
That nigga
kind of
pulled out
fire,
the gun for that
but
one.
he just never put the music out, you know. To
Well, I think Tory's issue is his best music are late '90s R&B flips.
yeah,
So the Chicks tape stuff is what got him kind of his popularity and notoriety. but that doesn't always translate to the album. And I think he kind of runs into that same issue that Drake does of having the balance of when to sing and when to rap.
And not to mention,
and he's
Drake
not as
kind of
good at it.
Drake kind of shifted towards his style. I'm not saying Drake stole his style, but he kind of shifted towards what Tory Lanez is doing.
Yeah.
Well,
And then when people caught on to Tory Lanez, they was like, oh, he's trying to be like Drake. But I heard Tory Lanez of it was like a mixtape he dropped in 2015. It's like Confessions of My Soul or something like that. And that mixtape was like fire. It almost had like Good Kid, Mad City. But like nobody was like checking for it back then. And then by the time they heard Tory Lanez, I was like, oh, he's just Drake.
Well, I think he like his first album. Like I like the 2 singles, so I'm like, let me give this shit a chance.
That
But
first
he had,
album was
like,
cool, just too many
he had a
damn
skit after every
Talking about
like,
the one that had
song,
like 14 skits.
It was like
on
it was like 30 tracks, but 14
Like, you
of them.
can't- like, you
28
can't-
skits, 14.
Like you can't
Yeah.
get into the album on no,
Yeah, well-
on no shit like that. Like, and so when Bryson Tiller dropped his first album, I was like, yo, this is everything that Tory Lanez should have did.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot more singing, but he rap a little bit and he alright rapping, so I give it a spin. Like Tory Lanez could have totally took that lane and ran away with it, but he just dropped the fucking ball on it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
he got a Jordan Lucas, and Jordan Lucas is like Black Logic to me. Like he just does a lot of rapping, but he doesn't put any words into it.
There's nothing going on with it.
Oh yeah,
But that's why Eminem loves him. Because post recovery Eminem is a bunch of rapping with no real substance behind it. It's just rhyme. Well, Kamikaze, he had more.
My homeboy Curtis was
mad.
asking me like, why don't you listen to Eminem no more? I'm like, yo, when I was 13 and Eminem was dropping shit and dissing corny people like NSYNC and all that shit, like yeah, that shit was cool, but as a grown man, like that shit just doesn't appeal to me. Like, he's not saying nothing.
And Eminem hasn't lost his skills. What he's done,
no,
he's lost the lyricism though, because like Eminem, like I don't think people realize how like fucking smart Eminem actually is. Like his mastery of like the English language. Like the way he used to do with words, like he can't do that anymore. So now it's just rapping.
I was tweeting out some of the lyrics to Lose Yourself. And like just the rhyme schemes, like lonely roads, God only knows he's grown farther from home, he's no father, he goes home and barely knows his own dog. Like that's when you scheme it, like if you've ever tried to write a rap, it's hard to scheme shit like that. Like it's very hard to scheme the way Eminem schemes things and the way he bends words. But if you want to be real, Eminem Show and Recovery are really his only albums that have like substantive content in it.
True. Yeah.
Because Eminem Show, he was talking more about the state of hip hop, which that album is pretty prophetic too. If you go back to it, he saw where hip hop was headed. Yeah. He's talking a lot about politics, and Recovery is more when he's talking about coming out of the drug-induced whirlwind he had been in since Proof died. So he had a lot of substance from those 5-6 years.
Yeah. Between
when that dropped.
Like I asked my homeboy, I said, "Rap God, that song is 6 minutes long. What the hell is he talking about?
Ain't saying shit.
Nothing. He just rapping. Like, thinking that's a radio freestyle that you put on the beat and put out. Like, no, I don't hear that shit.
I guess to me, I look at it kind of like, I get why people don't want to hear that. But to me, you have, and I've made this comparison before. Eminem is kind of like the WNBA. It's super duper technical, but there's not a lot of entertainment value with it. You get a lot of the rappers out today are like the Globetrotters or &1. It's a lot of entertainment value, but there's no really technical skill. Right now, you don't have a lot of NBA music where you get the entertainment value and the technical skill
and see, that
goes with it.
That's why
I said we can appreciate one. I don't mind when people like Eminem. I don't personally listen to a ton of Eminem stuff, but to me, there should be a market for somebody who can rap really, really well, but ain't saying shit.
Like if you wanted to learn how to rap, I would point you in Eminem's direction because technically he might be the best rapper.
Oh yeah,
like,
I say all the time. Like as far as talent, Eminem is the best MC of all time. Not even close.
I always tell people when I was learning how to rap, Jay-Z's flow and charisma, Eminem's rhyme schemes, Lupe's lyricism, and Joe Budden's introspectiveness / content. That's what my raps were made up of. It was those four.
Man, my raps are made of Mace's flow, fabulous content, and currency content.
Mace never rapped in his life. He just talks. So,
hey man,
Hey, that's
Nate's got a lot of children out here.
Hey, that Tell Me What You Want video was on the other day when we were at my house for Thanksgiving, or yesterday. And I was like, damn, this nigga Mace was, Mace was going in.
Hey, confession, I'm like the only nigga in the world that's like Harlem World.
Harlem World didn't age.
Yo, I almost got kicked off a bus going to Michigan singing "Niggas Wanna Act" like Busta Rhymes come off the second chorus.
The Dearborn,
like,
the Dearborn
niggas wanna act, we can act. And then Busta Rhymes come behind Mace like, if niggas wanna scrap, we can scrap. If niggas got gas, we got gas. Like, and I was just having my headphones on with a Walkman.
Speaking of Busta, like The Coming is one of the most underrated rap albums of all time.
I ain't never listened to that.
The Coming is so far. Cause it's like, it's produced by like it was like his most like hardcore like energetic time, but it's produced by J Dilla and Q-Tip for the most of the album. So it has like this really interesting sound. Like The Coming is like a really good album.
Oh, I know an album that just came out. The Currency and the Freddie Gibbs, the Fendi, produced by Alchemist. Fire.
Yeah, I need to listen to that.
Anything Alchemist produces, I listen to because his production style is just the way he just chop shit and just hit you across the head with it. Like it's crazy. Like Domo Genesis and Alchemist. Like if you haven't heard that mixtape that came out around 2012, please go listen to that. That's crazy.
All right, so I gotta say this just because somebody just tweeted it and it's true. Why do people think NSYNC is better than the Backstreet Boys? I know this ain't really the avenue for that, but. Like I know NSYNC love Justin Timberlake.
I think they had more star power.
Yeah, because they got
But Justin Timberlake wasn't even the best singer.
JC
smoked that.
JC was actually fire, man. But
well, his debut album was.
It wasn't. Yeah,
his debut album.
Who did Justin Timberlake have behind him? Pharrell and Timberland. Like you're not.
When you got the clips coming.
Like somebody always asked this. I was like, what if we could go back in history and the Neptunes and Timbaland put their power behind Usher instead of Justin Timberlake. Cause they were like at that time they were like here. Cause really listen. Justin Timberlake is actually like a very talented guy, but
you hated the 2020 experience
because it was shit.
The first one was fire.
The first one was cool. The second one was absolute shit.
Now you only hated it because Mayor Hawthorne dropped around the same time. And Sky was trying to let niggas know that Mayor Hawthorne had this superior album. But Mayor Hawthorne is the truth. Yes. Mayor Hawthorne is the truth.
But Future Sex and Love song was fire too, and that's all Timberland back. Like Timberland, like if I had an R&B album that was coming out, I would get Timberland because he's literally gonna tell you a story from beginning to end. 100% Genuine is another story from beginning to end, like from the transitions in the music to like. You had these 6-minute songs, but it's like 2 different songs, and like Timberland is getting his shit off with his beats, and then the artist
he'll have like 2 beats that sound like slightly similar, but the chord will be different or the drums will be different, and they'll just transition to each other. You like he creates like an entire listening experience, like how it goes from that My Love interlude on
to going into My Love,
crazy,
but Backstreet Boys had the superior cuts, man.
They did, man. Like,
they had the superior.
Honestly, I don't remember. I just remember NSYNC because like Bye 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 Girlfriend.
Their greatest hits album, you had I Want It That Way.
I remember that.
Backstreet's Back. Quit Playing Games With My Heart. Quit Playing Games With My Heart. As Long As You Love Me. The Call, Shape of My Heart. They had the super.
But the thing is, as a group, they like you said, they didn't have that star power.
They didn't have that because
I'm sitting here, I can't even name a nigga from the Backstreet Boys.
Well, you had Aaron Carter's older brother.
Okay, yeah, they got.
Well, then I think that was their issue was the most talented.
Who was that, Nick Carter?
Yeah,
Nick Carter.
Nick didn't have the star power that he was the Justin of that
Simpson, wasn't he? Who was married Jessica Simpson?
No, that was a dude from 98 Degrees.
98 Degrees.
Nick Lachey.
Okay. Nick Lachey.
Nick was the JT of the group, but he didn't have JT's charisma or star power. And then the other cat was like the JC of the group. He had all the vocals, but he didn't want to be a star.
Was that the group with the Fat Italian guy?
No, NSYNC had the Fat.
Oh no, NSYNC had the Fat Italian. No, they had the dude who was like always getting caught on drugs, who always had the black nail polish.
I know.
And then you had like the shy Mexican dude, and then you had a dude that was like 15 years older than everybody else.
But see, I think NSYNC was like they had a lot more like hip hop influence. Like Nelly,
That whole
fucking
second
with
album.
them, like
yeah,
That was
they
second
had a
out.
lot of.
Gone was on
Like, when
fucking
they dropped
106 in
Gone.
Park
Yeah.
for forever.
Then
they
they had
dropped Gone, it was over.
Girlfriend.
When Nelly was on there.
Oh yeah, it was out of here after that.
Mhm.
They was out of here after that. But I just wanted to put that out there because, like, yeah, I know we see JT and JC is probably the best vocally of anyone in them because I don't think people really know how well dude could sing.
No, that one single he dropped where he was like at the amusement park.
What was that? That was the shit that was produced by Dallas Austin.
Yeah, but if you go back and listen to that shit like,
blowing me up with her love.
yeah, they dropped that shit like ABC Family. He talking about like he talking like he pussy. It's like yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
bro, I don't, look, if Weeknd could win an award for talking about fucking blow, he was on Nickelodeon's getting a Kid Choice Award for what song was that?
I can't feel my face when I'm with you.
Like,
Yeah.
yo, why is he on Nickelodeon? That's my favorite.
That's like when the Locks was on all of that.
Oh man, yeah. But that completely took us off track.
Yeah.
I wanted to throw that out
Yeah,
there because I saw somebody tweeted it and I was like, yeah, that's a good ass question because people don't give the Backstreet Boys the love that they.
It just depends on what people you talking about though, because I'm sure if we was to ask,
Niggas.
yeah, if
niggas.
we was to ask white people, they'd probably
Niggas love NSYNC more than they love the
because
Backstreet.
just because of the hip
The
hop
hip hop
connections they
influence,
got.
like you said, once they got on 106 Park, it was a wrap.
I mean, quiet as kept though. JT been dropping duds lately.
Oh man,
That Man in the Woods shit.
oh boy,
That
Trend
was-
that
Dash,
was
boy.
cheap,
That
boy.
Woo!
That shit was cheap.
Hey, that's the worst time I heard in my motherfucking life.
Boy,
Bruh.
trash
Hey.
can in the summertime, hot garbage.
But
boy,
hey,
that
even
shit.
even the 2020 part 2, like
it wasn't.
it had Cabaret with Drake was cool, Murder with Jay-Z was cool.
It was trash.
Not a Bad Thing was cool.
He shouldn't have did it. That's what.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, nah, we
part
didn't need
two,
that.
He shouldn't have
Look,
did
man,
it. Like,
here's what JT needs to do, but he don't want to do. He needs to go and drop. And he kind of, I guess that's what he tried to do with Man in the Woods. He needs to go and drop that folk album. Cause JT like as a pop folky singer, like that would work.
Well, you know, he tried to get songs with Chris Stapleton. And
Yeah.
Be at the CMT Awards and, you know what I'm saying, doing his country music thing. You know, he's still from
Cause
Tennessee.
yeah, he's from Nashville, and that's the shit he wants to make. But he's
what-
like, if I switch up now, people ain't gonna fuck.
But
with
what
it.
always helps him is the time in between his albums. Like Justified was probably like 02, 03.
Yeah.
Then, what was that? Future Sex Love Sounds was like 06. And
Prince
then,
dissing him is still one of the funnier things.
Prince dissed him?
Yeah, because he said we got a lot of people out here talking about bringing sexy back. Sexy never left, which is why him doing the Prince tribute at the Super Bowl when it was in Minnesota was so funny because Prince did not fuck with that nigga
Yo, if a nigga disses me that wear assless pants, I need the fade, bro. Like, you know,
Hey,
Prince was
nah,
that
nah,
nigga,
Prince-
though.
Prince was that.
Nah,
nigga.
Prince might have smoked you though. Like,
I know, like Prince will pull up on you in your
Like-
bitch pants and take your bitch. Like
That's-
I'm fully convinced Prince had shooters. Like,
I'm fully convinced Prince would give you the hands.
Yeah.
Like, and what's worse, getting dissed by a nigga that wear assless pants or getting beat up by a nigga that wear assless pants?
Because here's the thing.
I'll
if
take
a
this,
if a
personally.
5'2" nigga has the confidence to wear assless pants and can still pull your bra, would you want to fight him?
no.
If he has that much
But
confidence.
it's like this,
exactly.
like this is like I always just say I'll never fight a gay man because if I beat you up, I'm beating up a gay man. If I lose to you, I'm losing to a gay man. Like I can't fucking win. Like it's a lose-lose situation.
No.
And I mean, hey, the way these viral videos been going around, these gay dudes ain't playing with y'all no more. They got hands.
No. When I was in high school, like I said, my brother graduated in 03. There was a gay dude that like, and he was pretty gay. But anyway, like they were just fucking around with him. They were like, hey man, I bet you want to play football. He was like, okay. He came out there, went all state. No step, went all state, and then he played soccer. This motherfucker, like, I don't know if you know soccer positions. He played striker one game, scored a goal.
Yeah, he would be the dude you talking
Yeah,
about.
he played striker one game at 6'1", 300 pounds and scored a goal.
I could believe it.
I disrespected soccer players one time. My homeboy MJ, shouts to him. He played soccer for Birmingham Southern, and we went to play soccer with our coworkers. And his homeboy was on the Philippine national team.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, man, y'all ain't finna come out here and do nothing else. It's football. And man, them boys was smoking us.
Bro, like soccer. I played soccer for like in in high school, 3 years varsity. Then in the military, I used to be on base teams and all that shit. I was in the military about 8 years. Soccer is more physical than basketball. Soccer is a dirtier game than football.
Yes.
Like,
And you gotta have
Because
endurance. Like a
look,
motherfucker.
people think soccer isn't physical, like, but if I like, let's say AJ has the ball, I'm running next to him. I could get AJ off of me by just dropping my shoulder and knocking him.
man, you could show
him
like
over.
you be going,
Yes.
like you going up for a header.
As
People
long as-
be
as long as
pulling
I'm
your
going for-
shorts,
yeah.
pulling your shorts down so you can't
As long
jump.
as I'm going for the ball, anything I do to AJ going for the ball is legal.
Like you had to learn little tricks in soccer. Like I played striker. I used to have to learn how to pop people in their meat to keep their hands off of me. No homo. But that's a real move if you're a
Pause.
striker.
Pause.
If you're a
Pause.
striker,
Say pause.
No,
Say
I
pause.
said no.
No. You gotta say pause. You can't say NH no more.
Man, like I'm a real man. I ain't gotta say no homo. Because in the real world, most thugs is
We gonna
corona.
get in trouble for this episode.
Pause, man. I'm sorry. Pause. Just cut that out.
Hey man,
Okay, I gotta.
I don't know how y'all play soccer in Ohio, bro, but
I learned this in Japan
Oh,
because
okay.
we was playing against some Portuguese cats. We was all in our 20s. I was probably the youngest person on the team. I was 20 or 21 at the time, and these cats was 18. And when I tell you these niggas were running past us like it was 15 of them on the field, so they was kept grabbing my shorts, and my homeboy was like, "Hey man, hit him with one of these." So I hit him with one of them, and he stopped grabbing me. I was like, "Hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do."
yeah, I usually
sometimes."
see them with the hesitation. Like I used to do like the sham guard, but like soccer style. Like I used to see them with the.
There are two sports I once infamously disrespected and learned my lesson shortly after that. The first of which was tennis, which our homeboy Joe played. He played tennis in high school too, but Joe was like all about some damn tennis. And I was like, man, tennis can't be that difficult.
Okay.
And this nigga Joe fucked my life up playing tennis. And then
Yeah,
I learned
that's
soccer on football.
You have to start.
Oh, yeah, nah,
They wouldn't get that
Tila.
jacket from.
Oh man, one of my buddies, he said these things.
You gonna plug him?
Huh?
You gonna plug him?
You don't want to plug?
Your person that made you the jacket, you might give him some more business.
How much was the jacket?
No, he ain't make it. You know what I'm saying? He just sell it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
Oh.
Nah, T walking up in his jacket letting us know that
Oh,
time is short.
Oh no.
Oh.
I ain't rushing out.
Okay, so we was talking about this earlier in the PlayStation chat. If Mano was gonna rob you, would you get your chain up or would you fight?
You just gotta.
What did you say? Mano.
Mano was like Mano was probably the one rapper who will slap you like in
'Cause
Like
he
in
actually-
like he like a real
he's
like,
like
actually
he
slap
served 10 years in a federal penitentiary. Like he's one of them niggas. Like he's one of the few rappers who's about what he raps about.
That's why he's trash because because no, for real,
I didn't say
like,
that
no,
because
think
I
about
want
it.
zero.
Every
Mano's one of my favorite rappers.
because every rapper who's like really
I'll
about the
fight
life,
that nigga, 'cause-
like any rapper who's really about the life they talk about kind of trash for real. So think about it.
Hey, I said, look, we was on the chat. I said, look, y'all just gonna have to mourn me, cause nigga, I'm dying. Like you're not taking my chain. Nigga, I work hard for this chain. I'm going
I
to
can always
die
get
for
a
this chain. Nah, fuck that.
I guess
I got too much pride, nigga. I'm
me-
just gonna die.
Number one, I don't wear jewelry, but because I know how niggas in hip hop are, I walk around in fake jewelry just so if it got snatched, I wouldn't even give a shit.
Like walk around that goddamn,
Like go get it appraised, nigga.
that goddamn mall
You ain't taking
kiosk.
it. Yeah, the shit that'll turn your
Yeah.
neck green if you wear it for too
Nigga,
long.
you gonna have to kill me.
I ain't see that nigga there.
So
That
you
nigga snatched it and goddamn slapped his ass. You like, bitch, it's fake anyway.
Like let
Look,
that nigga get
Like
off
all
on
that
the
energy.
look, listen, you gonna be like that Chappelle Show World Series of Dice sketch. He's like, you want this role, nigga? You gonna have to shoot me. Okay, pow.
But I already know, nigga, I'm a prideful nigga, so
It's
nigga,
not
you come up to me, nigga, we gonna have to throw hands or you gonna have to shoot me for this chain and you not just coming up in my like Young Bird, that nigga been robbed so many times, like bro,
Well, he was asking for it.
stop getting chains. Like
That
don't get a
nigga
chain.
been robbed so much he had to rebrand himself. Like he a producer.
The
now.
hitmaker.
The
hitmaker.
Where
Right.
all he does is flip 90s R&B samples. Speaking of which,
I would rob him.
speaking of which, that My Tai album is fire.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That shit made me do that.
The fucked up part is now every time I hear that record, all I hear is Joe Budden's voice doing the flute part.
So y'all niggas giving the chain up.
You just gotta give it up, man. Just give it up.
I'm not dying.
Fuck that.
Look, listen, I don't put myself in positions where I know I can't win. Like, I'm the first nigga to tell niggas,
Cause
don't do no crimes around me, cause I'm not going to jail.
Cause
I will snitch on you.
Like niggas ain't trying to fight these days for one thing.
No,
So
you
just
gonna
give it
tell
up.
on. You
Just
ain't
give it
gonna
up.
snitch on. You'll tell on.
Well, okay, so no, because he's right. There's a subtle distinction. Snitching is I'm doing crimes, I get caught up for it, and so to lessen my sentence, I tell about crimes that this nigga's doing.
Behind his back.
Exact. That's snitching. Nigga, if my homeboy says, hey, cuz, let me use your car, and he go rob a bank in it, and the police come asking me what the fuck, oh, no, that was this nigga. He used my car. I can use his social security number, date of birth. That's not snitching. That's self-preservation, nigga.
Hey man, do dirt by yourself.
I'll be singing like a
Don't
fucking
do dirt
canary
on
before.
Facebook.
Look, listen, I am like Tom on the Boondocks when it comes to fear of prison. I've lived a large majority of my life to stay out of any place that can put me in prison. I refuse. I ain't going to jail.
I don't blame him though. I'm gonna tell on your ass too.
It's real life.
I ain't gonna snitch on him.
Hey, when I was working with these kids, I told them, I said, man, y'all be out here doing all this extra shit, trying to be hard. I said, man, I'm not going to jail because you can't get no pussy or no money in jail. So
No.
that's why I'm not going to jail.
Listen,
Telling everything.
like Eddie Griffin once famously said, I'll be the bitch for the next 10 minutes, but you gonna be the bitch for the next 10 years. when the CO has the dude across the hallway and he's still snatching dick out your ass, you gonna be the bitch then. Yeah. I refuse. I ain't going to jail for no motherfucking body. I will tell on you with the fucking quickness, nigga.
The minute the cops catch up, they're like, hey, these ain't my drugs. That nigga right here, they got him. You feel me?
Listen, that's just like when they say, if you running from a wild animal, you ain't got to outrun the animal, just the slowest person there. Mm-hmm. At some point, survival instincts kick in.
If you ain't never been tripped running away from a dog, them ain't your real friends.
Nigga, you running from a dog, nigga, you fucking jumping trees, jumping fences,
Tripping people.
You wonder why
Pushing
niggas so damn athletic. You ain't never been walking through the neighborhood in here.
Bruh.
And
Yeah,
got a
no,
high
I
tail
did
the
that
fuck
so-
up out of here.
Shit, seeing that bitch jump the fence though, cuz.
Bruh, I run
Bitch
the
just bar out.
Bruh.
I'm
Listen,
back.
listen, I don't full on sprint for shit. But a gun and a dog,
I'm out, bitch.
I'll rediscover
My
some
crazy
athleticism
ass
in my
baby
ass
mama,
when I was 15.
Flintstone feet. Now, who that
Go.
nigga gone? And don't ask me where I'm going. Just run.
Just run.
Oh,
Run
I
with
used
me.
to tell white people I work with, if you ever see me running, you better just run. Because if you stop to ask questions, you're going to die.
Yeah.
Immediately.
If I walk out here and I see a bunch of people that ain't dressed for a marathon running, I'm going to run and I'll figure out what we running
Like
for. when we
I'll
stop.
hear about what happened later. I'm just gonna run.
Exactly.
They tell you some dumb shit. Oh, it was a little cute publicly, bro.
Hey, nigga, I'd rather be safe than sorry. Hey, dog. Nah, nigga, Pat going about my motherfucking business, nigga. I'm Gucci. Y'all ain't finna kill me. I don't want to die.
Like I said, I'll find out about it later. I don't need to know right now.
Yeah, exactly.
I just
We'll figure that shit out.
Mm-hmm.
Are we missing anything pressing? We had about 45 minutes.
Yeah, that shooting at the gallery.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
oh, man.
I don't even know what to say because there's still so many conflicting.
Cyber Monday. Keep your ass in the house and shop
Yeah.
online.
Please do.
I manage retail for 8 Christmases, so I don't shop.
I don't get why these crazy motherfuckers want to go to these places in the long ass line. You still can't get what you want.
And here's the thing.
because the first 5 niggas got everything that you want.
Here's the thing. They mark all that shit up around Halloween. Halloween, Labor Day, they start marking all that shit up. Then they mark it down so they can say they gave you 70% off. It's cheaper in the summertime.
We both work retail. The best sales are like out of season and after Christmas. Like if shop at after Christmas sale, get your TV right before the new year, like when new models about to come out.
I got a
That's when
60-inch TV last year after Christmas.
At 16.
60.
Oh, I'll say.
I thought he said 16.
Let's say they shouldn't brag about.
Nigga, what
Nigga, that's a
Hey, nigga was watching this.
Nigga, that's a damn tablet.
Nigga, my phone bigger than that. Nigga.
No, a 60-inch TV
Boy, nigga
after
crazy.
Christmas. Them white people are eyeing. Hey, y'all. What's
Hey.
up?
Hey,
Hey, they'll get you
he
fucked
drunk
up
as
all
hell.
night.
Oh, yeah.
That's what he is.
No.
He drunk.
Another round.
For every damn body.
But yeah, man, Black Friday shopping is not worth it, people. You're not saving that much money. You're not. And if you are, it's because of some shit that's off-brand that's gonna break in 6 months. That's why they always be trying to push.
Like, look, don't
The
buy
little
that.
year warranty.
Don't buy that damn Hisense TV or that damn. Look, you be like, hey, I got that 70-inch
Hey,
Hisense for
this-
$250.
Or the,
Seiko-
or the Element, the
Yeah, the
55
Element,
inch for $98.
Bro,
Man, they
or
got
the
best
Seiko.
goddamn brand
The
in the
Seiko,
world.
boy, that Seiko lasted me 18 months.
Bro,
Somebody said this yesterday at Thanksgiving, like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get that 55 inch for $199. If it break, I'll just buy another one next year." Like, nigga, no, you could just
Or
get a Vizio.
you
and
can
have
just
it
put
for
you
5
can just
years.
put more money. Like look here, like if you must get a cheap TV, this is Run's tech advice. The only cheap brand is a TCL because they use a lot of other manufacturer parts like LG, Vizio. So if you must get a cheap, and I think Best Buy and Walmart got like a 55-inch for like, I think it's like $259. So if you must get a cheap TV, get a TCL. Don't get that Spectre. Don't get that Element.
Don't get the Seiko.
Don't get the Seiko.
Don't get the Hisense.
This Chaz advice: if you ain't got it all, take your ass on QVC, baby. They give you 6 easy payments.
Hey, nah,
Hey,
no. Yesterday
Bro.
he's like, man, I'm about to say some old ass shit, but I be trying to get QVC deals. I said, shit, I've been on QVC
Man,
deals.
bro.
We'll
Everybody
quick
know
get
it.
some
No,
shit.
I be on
QVC because I want Nintendo Switch and QVC got
I
the
just
console.
got mine. What
They
a
got
game?
Yeah, they got the game.
Accessories.
They got the accessories for less than me going out and buying it.
4 easy payments.
6.
6.
6.
Even
easy
better.
payments.
6 easy
$88 a month.
Hey, they still be doing this show though.
I don't know.
I mean, they do,
don't
but
know.
shit, you could just go online
But
and
you
go
can.
show
I mean, I know you go online, but
But yeah, they still like
they
it's
They
a,
still
it's
got
a
the 1-800 number in
yeah,
there.
yeah,
yeah.
got call in by that.
nigga be talking about a man. I just bought this watch last night, man, and it's amazing.
Let me tell you about this griddle I just.
I mean, the pan. Oh my God, it's gold and it's shining. I mean,
And then the lady just holding it like, yeah.
hey, nah, that Chappelle Show sketch was hilarious. Them niggas had boogers on their fingers. But QVC. Listen, man, if you can't afford credit, if your credit ain't good, go to QVC, man. They'll fuck with you.
Yeah.
They don't even ask for no credit. They
They'll
just
ask
make
for
sure
nothing.
you got the money right then and there. Like, oh,
nigga,
you got.
you have that
you
first
got-
down payment.
And
nigga,
look,
that's
They were
it.
selling
Your
NFL gear, $30 for 6 easy payments. I think I can get a jersey for $6 a month.
And your first payment, you can get like 15% off. So
$6.
I'm telling you, hey, I be there all the time.
Go and get the authentic Aaron Rodgers jersey for $6 a month.
$6 a
nigga.
month.
Nigga, what?
Well, you can do your whole Christmas on QVC.
Yes.
$150
Hey.
a month, and you got everybody straight.
Man, on
TV,
everything.
games, game
That
system.
nigga
Hey,
got $20,000 account.
Hey, for all,
Just run it up. I mean, add something else on there.
for all you want to be musicians and producers, Z-Sounds is the same way. They like the QVC of musical equipment. That's where I got my
For
first.
Z sounds.
Z-Sounds.
Sounds.
So sounds with a Z,
Oh.
but 2 Z's in front of that. You can get like keyboards, guitars. You can get a Mac Mini off that bitch with the Pro Tools and the shit. You can get the payment plan option. 6 easy
I'm gonna
payments.
get me a guitar, cause I don't even know how to play it.
I just bought a bass. I gotta go buy
Mike
it.
niggas was a little stool nigga with the guitar. He had a
I
couple
just
bass
wanna
Hey.
learn-
lines.
I just want to learn how to sing and
Hey.
play that motherfucker at the
Hey.
same time. 'cause
CGF. The only 3 chords you know CGF. You can pull hoes. You just 3 simple chords. You just know how to strum that
That's all I wanna
motherfucker
do.
right.
Bro, I don't
Harmonize properly. The hoes will come fly.
I just want to hum that one long. That
Look, just go to a park under the tree with your legs crossed.
yeah.
All my life, I was trying to be a rapper. I should have been trying to be a singer. I could have been singing about
Nigga.
savage shit, getting bitches.
Nigga.
You would have been working on child number 30. That nigga on hair run and everything.
Hey.
The president, the motherfucker.
Hey, I can't afford the gifts for his kids now. You don't need to have no more.
Oh my god.
And I'm just the uncle. I can't imagine what this nigga
That
paying
nigga
for
don't know
Christmas.
none of the children names.
Like, hey,
Number
hey.
one.
Hey, out here like Barbara
Hey.
Nate was.
Damn kids just walk up
Man.
on the record
Hey.
and just hug. Hey, damn.
So the barbershop we went to in high school was a barber there. This nigga was named Nate. This nigga has 30 children.
Boy, don't tell me.
He was
Well,
on,
his name
no,
Nate. So,
legit.
yeah.
he was on Judge Judy for like his 27th child like a few years ago with a girl that we grew up with.
Man, get the fuck out of
Yeah.
here.
He had one. He had a
30.
baby with one of our cousins too.
Ooh,
Uncle Mike's sister. Amber.
Like, what?
really?
Yeah. right before Jasmine.
God damn.
Yeah,
So this nigga y'all family.
kind of.
No, look, when we was in high school,
Oh, he was one of them sleazy niggas in high school. One of them older niggas.
that'll show up at the high school.
Like,
look, these niggas used to joke about the shit like, yeah, you go in Nate's house, it's numbers on the door, but it corresponds to the age of the girl it is, because it got age appropriate shit in there, 16, 15, 14. Like, this nigga would dead ass show up at high school events picking up high school women. And he was like knocking up high schools when he was like 27, 28. Niggas like real deal Chester molester type shit. And he was on fucking Judge Joe Brown or some shit. One of them paternity judges.
Smoking crack.
This nigga was desperate, man.
yeah, he cut some hair though.
Hey, he never cut me because I always went to my boy Dennis.
Hey, that nigga cut some fucking hair, boy. And all his children was taken care of.
That
Most
nigga
of them.
done-
I mean,
done
you know,
put
nigga
the
was still a
wrong
molester,
image
bro.
on barbering now, bro. Nah, I bet y'all like.
Nah, but this nigga.
Yeah, I bet your nigga, your barber AJ, yeah, that nigga hold too much.
Hey, no.
I ain't no hoe, cause I got one kid.
We,
bro.
look, so the barbershop we went to, it had a back
I know
room.
of.
They put. God damn. The barbershop we went to, they had a back room, and they put that nigga in the back room, but he was doing too much foul shit back there. So they put my barber back there, whose name was Dennis, because he was like a wholesome Christian nigga. But that nigga could cut some hair too. I gotta find that nigga. Shout out to Dennis, man. That nigga used to work with our mom. That's how we found out he cut hair. He cut hair on the side. That nigga was a call center nigga. It was cutting hair on the side.
Call center nigga.
Why people work at call centers be like three? Never mind.
Why women who work at call centers had a nasty
No.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something.
I know where he was going. I know where your brain was going. Nigga, have you worked at a call center?
No.
You know what?
They be
I
not-
bet that
not
nigga
like a nasty,
advertising
they be
like a
bougie.
motherfucker, man.
They be booed. Like people who work.
Hey,
women
listen,
work
At the
at
end of
call
all the
centers
call, that
stuck
nigga
up.
tell you, hey, some shit like
For all your healthcare needs.
right. He tell you, hey, you come down to this barbershop, you get such and such percentage off. And
Like
some
somebody,
such and such.
like somebody called about direct TV, he just telling them about a haircut.
Yeah.
Hey, you go to any call center parking lot, 70% of the car is gonna be Ultimate.
I hope this nigga ain't listening, man.
And I guarantee you, any nigga that's worked at a call center for longer than 2 years is the biggest of creeps. Is the creepiest niggas on earth. Because when I worked up in Charlotte, there was a call center across the hall from us. It was just one nigga. That was the creepiest nigga on earth. That nigga used to just be standing up, leaning against his desk, waiting on the new hires to come through.
Looking over his glasses.
Yeah,
Just like.
Oh, yeah, glad. Oh, yeah, you know that nigga creepy.
That nigga was a
Hey, that
fucking.
nigga pulled them whole down like this.
That nigga was waiting on his coworkers to come through looking sad so he could be like, Tyrone fucking up again, huh? He's still fucking women in your
Hey,
car.
that's what's wrong with R&B. There ain't
the
no Dirty Mac.
Man, bro, the dirty Mac went away.
Gotta bring it back.
That damn Drew Hill, the I should be a boyfriend. That's one of the dirtiest dirty.
Bro.
That nigga gave her directions on how to break up with her man. Step 1, walk through that door. Step 2,
Tell him.
He's not like he was before. You don't love him
Then you
anymore.
got Cisco in the background. He's not lying.
Now 3.
Come to me.
Dirty Mac, R&B lost when niggas stopped being in the deserts in linen suits.
Niggas
Singing like this.
Niggas ain't trying to get their girls back.
And when niggas stopped complaining about the girl's friend that was hating. That was like an R&B trope of having a whole song about your girl's
There's
friends.
a song called None of Your Friends' Business.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I broke up with a girl in 8th grade because of that song. Because her friends was always in my
You
shit.
talking about we live with dad?
Yeah.
Wait, which one was that? 'Cause you know you dated like 10 girls that year.
Chill out, bro.
Look, that shit was
I think it was Sierra.
That shit was so damn annoying because most of the girls was in my grade, and they come to me like, "So does your brother really have a list?" Fuck
Yeah,
is y'all
they
talking
said
about?
I had a list,
Had a list of girls
'cause I
to
was
knock
new
off.
to the school.
Uh-huh.
They was
'Cause
like,
we
oh,
showed
got a
up.
list.
We showed up. My dad made us play football. He could actually play football. I, on the other hand, my head was the same size it is now, but I was like 3'6". So
He was a real live bobblehead.
no, like they dead ass had to get my helmet from the high school team because they didn't have no middle school helmets.
That nigga
to fit
had
me.
that blitz helmet,
Yeah. So, like, nigga, I never played, but he always played. So we showed up to the school. We had a stepsister that was in the same grade as him. But like all the cute girls was in my grade. So this nigga was always talking to the cute chicks in my grade. So they come
Well,
to me.
that's because I had lunch with your
Yeah.
7th grade too. I was in 8th grade with 7th grade lunch because I was in choir.
Oh,
Say
yeah.
no more.
Yeah.
It all makes sense now. Say no
Yeah.
more.
So girls be coming up to me. So does your brother really have a list? Man, look, I don't know what you're talking about. They say Chaz got a list. Because, you know, he done dated Lakeisha, Tamisha, Shauna, Quana, Rondell, and Alicia. That nigga had the DMX list going. But no, because like by the end of the school year, like I was starting to like kind of not be as awkward. So I couldn't even talk to no girls because he had ran through all the cute girls in my grade.
I didn't have a list though.
He didn't have a list, but he would just break up with one, and then because he was him, they would just flock to him.
That nigga is lying.
Nah, he didn't have a list.
Yeah.
We shared a room. I'd have seen the list.
I didn't have a list.
Y'all brothers, y'all gonna take up for each other.
I don't take up for this nigga.
Man, that nigga, tell him Jesus. He's over there. Stone him. That would have been AJ.
Man,
right
when I was younger,
You know, just nah. That nigga.
when I was younger, I hated on this nigga every chance I could get. Well, nah, I didn't, because he used to sneak out the house and I ain't say nothing.
He looked out for the cookout a couple times.
Even though this nigga, the window for this nigga to get back in the house was right above my bed, so when this nigga would come in the house, he'd wake me up because he had to land on my bed to get to his bed.
That's what little brothers are for.
No, man.
That's what little brothers are for.
Like, people be asking me, they be like, so you and your brother, yeah, we shared the same room for 16 years. So when this nigga would be up on the phone at midnight caking, I'm trying to get some sleep because I ain't had no hoes.
I wasn't saying that like him.
Hey, look, anyone who went to high school with me will tell you I was an awkward, nerdy nigga. I'm still an awkward, nerdy
Hey, but
nigga.
you know what though, man?
I just have swagger now. And awkward, nerdy niggas are in.
But the nerds is the ones that get the hoes though.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Women love nerds.
Yeah, once y'all graduate and shit.
yeah,
man,
once you graduate and
they don't
go
love
through
your ass
college.
bitch doing school because they be looking at you like nigga.
But then all the ones we used to want though, they all raggedy and ran through now. Bitch, I don't even want you.
So yeah, until next time. So we'll have a mental health episode, then we'll do the album of the year show. I'm sure you'll see my brother on more. Didn't your brother say he wanted to come on?
Yeah, whenever he comes past Tuscaloosa County. So yeah.
Ronnie said his brother is to him as he is to me. So that should be.
Y'all basically the same nigga, pretty much.
That's a good nigga. Shout out to him. Come to the show.
So this should
Good
be
niggas, the good nigga brothers.
We
So
gonna
this
have our own podcast.
is your little brother off the tour?
I don't know, man. I don't know what he be doing these days. He's just an interesting guy.
Oh, airline can't survive too many weeks without being.
Yeah.
This video is gonna be so crazy. But until next time, peace.
Peace.
Politics as usual.